Guys, welcome back. So if you saw my announcement, again, congratulations for making it through 4 weeks of NTI. You guys have been doing a great job. And to reward you, I am giving you guys a pretty simple assignment this week. You guys are going to be creating a custom emoji. So the buzz this weekend was all about Facebook unveiling their new hug emoji. I know a lot of you probably don't use Facebook. It's kind of more of a, grown up application, but that was kind of like what everybody was talking about this weekend. And very quickly, people started coming up with their own versions of the hug emoji that were a little bit more personalized to what they really would like to give a hug to. So I'm going to show you guys my example. I've got your assignment right here pulled up. I have this image of the original hug emoji. This is what it looks like. So this is a reaction that you can do to posts on Facebook. It symbolizes giving somebody a hug. Obviously, this is something that they felt like we needed during this time of, staying at home, being lonely, missing hanging out with your friends and your family. So that was their kind of, solution to that, was to give people this emoji to have that as a reaction. So a lot of people started coming up with kind of funny little, custom emojis that showed what they were really missing. So my example is right here, and mine is hugging a pizza because I really miss going out for pizza. It's one of the things I miss the most. There's just something about restaurant pizza that you just can't, it's not the same when you get it at home, So you guys are going to be creating your own personal emoji using Photopea or Photoshop to insert your own, image of whatever it is you want this little emoji to be hugging instead of the original heart that it was designed with. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. All right, so on your assignment, you have your instructions, and they're pretty simple. Like I said, this is supposed to be a simple assignment. I have the hug emoji image linked in Google Classroom. There is a image that you can click on, and you can right-click copy image here, or you can also click right here, which is a direct link to the Google image search that I did to find this picture, and that will bring that up. So if you're having trouble viewing things on Google Classroom, this is where I would look next. Of course, you can always go to Google yourself and Google your own hug emoji, but I want you guys to be using the original one to then customize with your own little design. All right, so again, you can just right click and copy image. The last thing you can do if you're still having issues with this not, copying over to your Photopea document is you can click Save Image As, and that will download that image to your desktop. You can hit Save, and you should be able to upload it to Photopea. So since I've already showed you guys a couple of times how to right-click and copy the image, I'm going to show you how to upload an image into Photopedia from one that you've saved to your computer. All right, so here's the one that I did earlier for my example. But I'm going to go ahead and close that because I want to go ahead and start a new document. So I'm starting fresh with you guys, and we're doing this step by step. All right, so we're going to go File, New. We're going to name this Mrs. Wade Hug Emoji. Emoji, not Emojo. I've got 5x7. That's just the size that I like. And I'm going to go ahead and hit Create. It's going to create my blank layer document. And this time I'm going to upload that hug emoji that I just saved to my computer. So to do that, I'm going to go to File, Open, and Place. So this is going to allow me to open up another picture and then place it on this document. That's the original emoji that I just downloaded from Google. And I clicked Open and Place, and that placed it on a new layer on my canvas. So I can now click on the Move tool and drag it around, and I can enlarge it now. And remember, you want to hold Shift so that it does not get warped or distorted or stretched out. You want it to just enlarge by keeping the same size. Let's do this a little bit more. All right. I'm just going to hit enter to lock that move in place. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to rasterize this, which changes this to pixels as opposed to a smart object picture and allows me to edit it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think of the object that I want to replace this heart with, the object that the emoji is going to be hugging to create this a more custom, personalized emoji for me. So of course I can always click over here on our little gallery and I can search for images I want to place. And I'm just going to see what kind of pizza pictures they have. Let me try pizza slice. I kind of want it to be just a slice. So those are okay. I could probably keep going. That one's all right. But I do know that I found one that was on Google that I liked. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that one. But again, if you are looking for different pictures of whatever it is that you want this emoji to be hugging, this could be your first area to look, since it's the easiest way to import these images into your document. But I already have a picture that I like that I found on Google. I just did a Google search for pizza, and then it allowed me to choose just pizza slices, pictures of pizza slices. And I really like this one right here. It's just a nice, clear picture of a piece of pizza. It's a big picture, so I know it's going to look nice with my emoji. So I'm going to click, right click that is, copy image. I'm going to go back to Photopea, and I'm going to hit edit, paste, and there is my pizza. It took a minute because I'm doing a video and it's a little slow. So now I want to shrink this down. So I'm just holding shift and then I'm going to click and drag that corner, shrink it down. And I want to make sure that this pizza is big enough to kind of cover up that heart. All right, so I'm kind of just moving it around. And I think that's okay for now. And I'm going to hit enter. Oh, my kitty wants to come in, but he can't right now. All right, now I want to cut out this pizza. So 2 ways you can do that. If your picture is not on a white background like this, you're going to have to use the pen tool to cut it out and get a nice, cut and separate it from whatever background it's currently on. But if you have found a image that's on a white background like this, I will show you a shortcut. So over here on your toolbar, you're going to have some different tools, and you're going to look at this third one down, and it may not look like this on yours. I've used it. So I think when you click on this, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like a little bean inside of a dotted line square. But if you hover over it and it says object selection, you right click on it, one of the options it switches to is called the magic wand. So you can click that, or as you see right here, the hotkey or shortcut key for it is W. So you can also type W on your keyboard and that will automatically select this tool. So I've got the magic wand and I've got my pizza layer selected. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click this white background with that magic wand, and it's going to automatically select all of the white in this image, because it's like it can tell which pixels are white and it senses that and it selects every pixel that's that same color. So now when I hit backspace, that deletes that background from the pizza. So now I just have my pizza slice on that layer and no background. All right, so I'm going to hit Control D to deselect, or of course you go to select and click deselect and that will unselect. If you click your move tool, it will select that pizza layer as long as you've clicked on it and it's highlighted. Now you can move the pizza around. So now I'm going to place this pizza over my emoji, and I want to do this so I don't see any of that heart peeking out from behind. I might have to make it just a little bit bigger. Move it around. Okay, so now I don't see any of the heart showing, which is what I want because we're trying to make this look like he's hugging a pizza and not a heart anymore. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click enter. Now I'm going to turn the opacity of my pizza way down. I think I'm going to do it like 25%. Right, so now my pizza, the opacity is turned down to 25%, so it's pretty see-through. So now I can see the arms that are supposed to be hugging this pizza because I want them to come over that pizza. I'm going to be using the pen tool to do this part. So I'm going to go ahead and click the pen tool. And now what I want to do is I want to click on my, actually, you know what? It doesn't matter where you click because the pen tool makes its own layer. So I'm just going to zoom in and I'm going to start tracing the parts of the arm that go over the pizza. So I can see right now from where that pizza is, overlaid, where that part is going to be on the pizza. And that's the part that I'm going to trace with my pen tool. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start a little bit on the outside just so I don't accidentally leave anything behind. And I'm going to start tracing with my pen tool. I don't have any fill or stroke selected. I just have my blue path tool showing me where it is. And remember to get rid of this anchor so you can control where your pen tool is going to go next. You hold down Alt and you click on that little center dot, and that's going to get rid of that handle. All right. So I'm just going to keep going around until I've traced the shape of this hand, and it looks nice to me. Sometimes if the handle is going in the direction that you want it to go, you don't have to delete it. So if it's already going in that same direction, you can just go ahead and leave it and it should work well for you. But just so you see right here, the handle is kind of going down and I want to go up. So that means if I try to make my curve line here, it's going to be kind of hard to get it to line up to where I'm trying to trace it because that handle was pointing down. So I'm going to get rid of that handle so I can control that curve a little bit more. All right, again. And I actually think that that's fine because the entire part of the hand that is going over the pizza is traced. So now I'm just going to close my shape because I only really need to select that part. All right. I'm going to right click, make selection, or you can hold down your control key on your keyboard and holding that button down, you're going to click on that outline of that shape that you just made, and that will also select that area. Now the hand is covering the pizza. So I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to deselect that. I'm going to get my pen tool back. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more on this hand. And now I'm going to trace the part of the hand that the pizza is over on this side. So you can see the hand kind of comes up over here. So I kind of need to start a little bit, kind of need to guess a little bit where that arm is going just by following the curve and just kind of imagining where that arm is going up here, just so I can make sure that this part that's going to be covered up by the arm is deleted from that pizza slice. So I'm just going to start probably just right up here at the edge of the emoji. So a lot of you guys, I notice, are still having some trouble getting your pen tool to create curved lines that follow the trace of whatever object it is that you're tracing exactly. And this just takes practice. It takes kind of doing it over and over again to get comfortable with how to drag this handle to create this curved line. And again, practice makes perfect. So the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. Okay, so I've already gone around and I've traced the whole arm that's underneath this pizza slice. And I'm just going to click up here to kind of close that line and just make sure that that path is on the outside of that pizza slice. All right, and again, I can right click and hit make selection, or I can hold the control button down, click on that shape that I just drew, and that will also select that area. I'm going to go back to my pizza layer. I'm going to hit backspace, and it's going to delete that area of the pizza. I'm going to turn the opacity of my pizza back up to 100 so I can see it all the way. I'm going to deselect that arm and zoom out. All right, and there I have my customized emoji hugging a pizza. So you may notice that you can still see a little bit of the red of the heart showing through. And if I had been a little bit more careful with my trace, I would have gotten rid of that. But I was trying to be quick and get this done so you guys could see it. Now that I'm finished with my hug emoji, I'm going to save it as a Photoshop file. I'm going to also save it as a JPEG. I'm going to click Save. I'm going to go to my Google Classroom. I'm going to click Add or Create. I'm going to upload from a file since I saved it as a file in my classroom, or on my computer, that is. I'm going to find right here where my pizza hugging emoji is sitting, and I'm going to open, and I'm going to upload. And once the little preview is here, I'm going to click Mark as Done or Turn In, and I'm done. So I hope you like it. So what would your hug emoji be hugging? What about you or your personality would show through with the object that the hug emoji was hugging? Let's see. Have fun.